Welcome to Exploring A Course in Miracles Shorts, where Robert and I take you into course scribe Helen Schucman's original notebooks and through material that has been restored in the Complete and Annotated Edition of A Course in Miracles. In this episode, we are on the third and final paragraph of page 4 in Helen's notebooks. So what is going on in this third paragraph, Robert?
Okay, so let me pull that up.
Presumably she's still in the cab.
We assume she's still in the cab. So as context, Jesus has just told her to take these two very different illnesses. Dave's cancer, and he's dying, and will shortly die, and her husband Louie's hernia. And no matter how different they are, place them in the same category. They can each be equally healed by a miracle. And that sets us up for this next paragraph. He says, all, with all being emphasized, all miracles, meaning a miracle for Dave, a miracle for Louie, mean life. And God is the giver of life. He will direct you very specifically, meaning in the giving of miracles. Plan ahead is good advice in this world where you should and must control and direct where you have accepted responsibility. But the universal plan is in more appropriate hands. You will know all you need to know. Make no attempts to plan ahead in this respect. So what he's essentially saying is that in terms of your function of giving miracles, God will direct you very specifically. He will tell you where to give them, who to give them to, when. So it's not your job to plan ahead. You shouldn't map it all out. It's in more appropriate hands. What I find interesting is he contrasts that with normal operating procedure in the world. And basically he's saying, look, if you're just living a normal life in the world, you've taken on certain responsibilities. In that case, you better plan ahead. That's the responsible thing to do. But if you've moved into this other mode where you're a miracle worker for the universal plan, then don't do it, because you just don't, your plans aren't good enough. You need a larger mind directing your efforts.
So when he says he will direct you very specifically, that's not just guidance in general. That is direct you specifically on what miracles to perform. In the context of this paragraph.
Right. Later on, it will be about all your decisions as a student of the course. But here, it's about giving miracles.
And it reminds me of, I forget which principle it is, but it's miracles of themselves don't matter. What matters is their source, the source being God.
Yeah.
No, offhand.
The second one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, he's just reinforcing that idea here, isn't he?
I guess so. Yeah. But we really haven't had we haven't had anything yet about the crucial role of guidance in the giving of miracles. Mm-hmm. And so this is really important material. It was made later on into a miracle principle, but as you can see here, it's not numbered. And the next principle that is numbered is 4, following on from the previous 3.
On the next page.
Yeah, so we didn't make this a miracle principle. We just listed it, just included it as you see it here. But it's very important material.
Oh, it's incredibly important. And you're right, that contrast is very important between trusting that there's a universal plan that's in more capable hands, but knowing that we'll be guided in the miracles that we can perform in our everyday lives. So,
right. And that contrast with the idea that, hey, if you're not doing the whole guidance thing, being a miracle worker, following a higher plan, then plan ahead. Be responsible. I think that's an interesting bit of advice.
And this universal plan, I know we have to wrap, but this universal plan, you think that's the God's plan for salvation?
Of course, yeah. It's the plan that basically says, how we get everyone home. And we do that through certain people giving miracles to others, who then give miracles to yet others. It's a plan that's all about that miracle giving between certain individuals.
So much good stuff right here at the beginning. Thanks,
Yeah.
Robert. Is there anything else that you want to say on this?
I think that's it. Maybe the only thing I would say is I think it's important as one moves into their function, tries to take on this role of being a miracle worker, which essentially means giving expressions of love to others. It's important to shift gears, to move out of the, okay, I'm being responsible and planning ahead, and into the, okay, I'm being responsible, I'm not planning ahead, I'm following guidance.
We'll talk more about that soon, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Okay. Thanks, Robert. Bye for now.